What's going on, everybody? You found Bottom Tier Collector. I'm your host, BTC. Bottom tier content from a bottom tier collector. That's what we do here. I'm answering a top 10 yellow covers challenge from Fanboy Prime, and I definitely have a bottom tier list to show up for you guys and present for this challenge. I did have more yellow covers in my collection than I thought. Just a rough estimate, I probably have 20 to 25 yellow cover issues in my collection. When I first was issued the challenge, I kind of panicked. I said I'm going to have to dig up some qualifiers, but I screenshotted everything I had in my sales app and then just deleted the ones I didn't want for the challenge. And I only have 2 qualifiers covers that technically aren't yellow, but they qualify because there's enough yellow on there. And let's just get it started, guys. So first up, we got Sandman 73. Not too much going on here, and I know the art is very hipster, very just abstract, but I love these Sandman covers. I love the art, and glad to have this one in the collection. Glad that I have a reason to show it off. Next up, we got Teen Titans Spotlight on Wonder Girl. This is issue 12, so I guess Teen Titans Spotlight was an entire series. Haven't read this issue, but I discovered Wonder Girl, Donna Troy in season 2 of Titans, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And looking forward to getting more into Donna Troy, learning more about her and her history. Definitely one of the characters rising up my favorite character list. Love me some Donna Troy. Maybe one day I can convince my wife to put that red jumpsuit on for Halloween, or doesn't even have to be Halloween. Sinestro 10. So this is a qualifier, the first of the qualifiers. You see here, there's plenty of yellow here. And I was gonna say when I first was initiated the challenge, I think that's how you word it. Anyways, I totally forgot I have the first complete run of Sinestro, and it's a yellow cover challenge, and I have a whole entire run about yellow lanterns. Duh. Look in your Sinestro books. So glad I remembered that. I had that cover. Brad Walker in 2014 with Hennessy W did the cover. I don't know who did the other covers, by the way, of everything else. Next up, we have another qualifier. This is Hitman Annual #1. I had to throw something up. Hitman, I've been reading Hitman a lot. He's in the forefront of my mind. I'm just about done with the Volume 5 trade, so here's my qualifier Hitman issue. I don't even think it's like a photo variant or anything of that nature. I think it's actually painted. Next up, we got Moon Knight #14. I think this is from Volume 4? Volume 3 or Volume 4. One of my favorite covers. When I'm slowly putting together all of the Moon Knight volumes, just like I am with Wolverine. I'm just taking a little more time with Moon Knight. Not really a big priority, but when I saw this in back bins, I was like, this one's got to come out. This one's got to go into the PC for sure. Be right back and flip this thing around. Alright, next up we got Wolverine 165, one of my favorite covers in Wolverine Volume 2, especially of the later issues. I'm not sure who's gouging his eyes out, but that's pretty sick imagery, right? Chin, whoever last name Chin is, possibly did the art for that cover. Next up, had to do this series from issue 1 to issue 6 is some of my favorite covers of all time, some of my favorite art in all comic books. So had to put up some art from this run. I got Space Ghost number 4. And I'd like to make a quick correction. I initially thought Alex Ross did the covers and second guessed myself. Turns out I was right. Alex Ross did do the covers for this entire Space Ghost run. Ariel Olivetti only did the interior art. So just want to get that correction noted. If any of you who see this first, before you go back to my Space Ghost review or whatever, just note that Alex Ross did indeed do these covers. And Alex Ross is one of the GOATs for sure. I mean, it's hard to do a cover challenge and not find an Alex Ross cover you wouldn't put in a challenge. Next up, we got Ambush Bug number 1. I think this is first solo Ambush Bug. I think this is an homage to Superman number 1. I get Superman number 1 in Action Comics. Is it 3? Mixed up. Or is it Action Comics 1? I don't know which one's the first appearance of Superman, but yeah. Love this cover. Love Ambush Bug. I need to read. I haven't even read this series. Yes, it's in Mylar. I'm actually in the process of converting every single book over to Mylar. But I am saving money by recycling and reusing my good poly and cardboard. Demon 34, one of my all-time favorite covers in my entire collection. Etrigan, Lobo, I forget this guy's name, but he's a talking pillow. He was sent to hell and reincarnated as a pillow. So that's the story on that character. Fantastic cover. Of course, Rodier, if you've seen me show off my Demon 17, Rodier, I forget his first name. Rodier did the... Dennis Rodier is his name. Dennis Rodier did the Demon 17. That is the homage to Gone with the Wind. And of course, he did this wonderful... I mean, Rodier was so good back in the day. I'd love to meet the guy and just thank him for all those magnificent Demon covers he gave us. And then last but not least, a book I have read, we have Mr. Miracle number 11. Jack Kirby goodness right here. I think I've touched all my bases. I didn't have Jim Lee, I didn't have Todd McFarlane, I didn't have... who's that Italian guy? Opena. I didn't have Opena, but I had Kirby, and I had Alex Ross in the cover challenge. So I think I got 2 of the greatest artists of all time in my collection. I think some of Kirby's best work artistically is on the Mr. Miracle covers. I don't like the blocky, mongoloid-ish faces Kirby draws, and just the angles and the way he drew his Mr. Miracle covers. He kind of got around the blocky faces and the weird anatomy that he draws. Kirby isn't my favorite artist of all time. I know, a sacrilege, but some Kirby art I absolutely love, and the Mr. Miracle covers are some of my favorite Kirby artwork. Well, that about does it for me, guys. Top 10 favorite yellow covers. I was challenged by Fanboy Prime. Since I was tagged, I usually don't like to tag people because I feel like you leave people out. But I will tag people. 22 Comics. See what yellow covers you got. Super Russ 9000. I don't think you've been tagged. So, looking at you, Super Russ, I bet you got some yellow covers in there. And Bub's Comics. Bub, if you ever see this, I don't know if you will, but if you see this, let's see your top 10 yellow covers. Alright, guys, as always, thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Until next time.